Good evening, I'm Shubhendu Ghosh. Welcome to Tracking COVID-19. We are here with all the major national, international developments about the virus outbreak and the response to it. Health Ministry has said situation is improving in India as the hotspot districts are moving towards being non-hotspots districts. We'll take stock of the steps taken by various states as well. Also, tackling misinformation is equally crucial. We'll do that in the show up ahead. Meanwhile, Spain's kids tasted freedom again after being confined to their homes for some 6 weeks under lockdown. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who was recuperating from corona infection, is now fit to join work. All that and more. Let's begin with the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hails fight against COVID-19 in India for being people-driven. Sharing his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat, Prime Minister urges people to join covidwarriors.gov.in and help poor and needy. Urges people to eradicate the spitting habit, especially at public places. Prime Minister praises health and sanitation workers for their great contribution in fighting coronavirus. Says government changed 123-year-old Epidemic Act to ensure safety for frontline warriors. Commends state governments for playing a proactive role in tackling the pandemic. PM Modi asserts India is upholding its culture by helping other nations. Says while we increase efforts to meet requirements, we also paid full attention to calls of humanity from across the world. Underlines the importance of yoga and Ayurveda to boost immunity and stay healthy. Delhi to open standalone shops, neighbourhood shops and shops in residential complexes after Home Ministry announces relaxation. Delhi Chief Minister says future directions will be decided after Centre's decision on lockdown. Active coronavirus cases across India increases to 20,177 with 826 fatalities and 5,913 recoveries. Union Health Minister visits AIIMS Trauma Centre in Delhi to assess preparedness on COVID-19. And COVID-19 cases continue to spiral up globally with 29 lakh confirmed cases worldwide. Global death toll crosses 2 lakh mark while death toll in UK crosses 20,000. Now, through a graded, preemptive and proactive approach, Government of India is taking several steps along with states and union territories for prevention, containment and management of COVID-19. Now, these are being regularly reviewed and monitored at the highest level. Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan visited AIIMS to take stock of the preparedness to overcome COVID-19. The minister spoke to COVID patients through video call about their well-being. He also expressed satisfaction at the working of the various units. He appreciated All India Institute of Medical Sciences for ensuring 24/7 monitoring and care. People should observe lockdown 2.0 in letter and spirit, he said. Situation is improving in India as the hotspot districts are moving towards becoming non-hotspot districts. Also, Cabinet Secretary held video conference with all Chief Secretaries and DGPs of states and union territories. Said that states having high cases loads should focus on effective implementation of the lockdown measures and a containment strategy. States also need to focus on medical infrastructure that includes adequate availability of isolation beds, ICU beds, ventilators and such equipments. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserted that safety of health and sanitation workers is of utmost importance and emphasized on the steps taken by the government to help the needy. Addressing the nation through Mann Ki Baat program, Prime Minister touched upon a host of issues related to the virus outbreak. He expressed happiness that India's pride and value is soared up in the crucial time of crisis.
Medical personnel have been playing the frontline role in the battle against coronavirus. Their safety has been of utmost importance. To ensure safety, of our frontline warriors, the government has changed the 123-year-old Epidemic Act to prevent violence against doctors and other health workers engaged in the prevention of the corona pandemic. Referring to this, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said in his Mann Ki Baat program that it was an important and necessary step and people have welcomed it.
देश भर से स्वास्थ्य सेवाओं से जुड़े लोगों ने अभी हाल ही में जो अध्यादेश लाया गया है उस पर अपना संतोष व्यक्त किया है। इस अध्यादेश में कोरोना वॉरियर्स के साथ हिंसा, उत्पीड़न और उन्हें किसी रूप में चोट पहुंचाने वालों के खिलाफ बेहद सख्त सजा का प्रावधान किया गया है। हमारे डॉक्टर, नर्सेस, पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ, कम्युनिटी हेल्थ वर्कर्स और ऐसे सभी लोग जो देश को कोरोना मुक्त बनाने में दिन रात जुटे हुए हैं, उनकी रक्षा करने के लिए ये कदम बहुत जरूरी था।
Prime Minister Modi also highlighted the steps taken by the government to help the needy during the corona crisis. PM Modi hailed the state governments for their active role and contributions in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic.
प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण पैकेज के तहत गरीबों के अकाउंट में पैसे सीधे ट्रांसफर किए जा रहे हैं। वृद्धावस्था पेंशन जारी की गई है। गरीबों को 3 महीने के मुफ्त गैस सिलेंडर, राशन जैसी सुविधाएं भी दी जा रही हैं। इन सब कामों में सरकार के अलग अलग विभागों के लोग, बैंकिंग सेक्टर के लोग एक टीम की तरह दिन रात काम कर रहे हैं। और मैं हमारे देश की राज्य सरकारों की भी इस बात के लिए प्रशंसा करूंगा कि वो इस महामारी से निपटने में बहुत सक्रिय भूमिका निभा रही है।
Prime Minister proudly gestured that India's pride and value has soared up in these crisis times, as the aid provided by India is being highly praised and appreciated by nations who received our assistance. Prime Minister further said that whenever these countries thank India and the people of India, it further adds to the country's pride. Bureau Report, DD India.
As of the latest update of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India has some 20,177 active cases of COVID-19. 5,913 persons have fully recovered. They've gone home. After recovering from the illness, they've been discharged, while 826 persons have lost their lives. The total confirmed cases stands at over 26,900 people. That's the data that is the latest that has just come in. Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat said that a budget allotted to defence forces will be spent pragmatically and all non-essential expenditure will be avoided. He added that forces are capable of undertaking operational tasks assigned. Speaking on the positive cases found in the Navy, Chief of Defence Staff said that Navy has taken swift actions in curbing the spread of COVID-19.
It has affected the Army, Navy and the Air Force in very limited numbers. In the case of the Navy, there was one person who was affected and we found that he was asymptomatic for a long time. The moment it was detected, the Navy has been very quick to react and has ensured that the spread does not take place any further. So I think it is because of this quick reaction by the Navy that they've been able to contain the spread of this menace.
Meanwhile, RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat said that Government of India handled the coronavirus pandemic sincerely and effectively, delivering an online address on the current situation in the wake of COVID-19 crisis. The RSS chief said it is the result of government sincerity today that India is in a much better condition in comparison to other countries.
भारत का इस सारी बीमारी के दौर में काम बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है। इसका पहला कारण है कि तत्परता पूर्वक सारी उपाय योजनाएं यहाँ के शासन प्रशासन ने लागू की और उतने ही तत्परता पूर्वक समाज के एक बहुत बड़े अंश ने उसको अमल में लाया।
Some update from the states. In Tamil Nadu, 5 of its cities, Chennai, Coimbatore, Madurai, Salem and Tirupur, have shut down completely from today to check the spread of COVID-19. While Chennai, Coimbatore and Madurai will be shut for a period of 4 days till Wednesday evening, restrictions will be applicable for 3 days in Salem and Tirupur. The shutdown would also cover grocery shops that were earlier exempted from restrictions earlier. Movement of public will be fully curtailed. Chief Minister Edapadi Palanisamy, however, assured that all essential items would reach the doorstep of people via mobile outlets, although shops will not be allowed to be open. Over 1,800 cases have been recorded in the southern state, with some 23 casualties reported. And Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan held a meeting with all district collectors, district police chiefs and medical officers via video conferencing. The meeting was conducted to assess the district-wide situation of COVID-19. State government is putting all efforts to control the spread of the virus in Kerala. Now, the infection is spreading in many states despite lockdown in the country for over a month. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath today held meeting in Lucknow and reviewed the cases of infection in the state. He discussed the situation with chiefs of 11 committees formed to fight COVID-19. After reviewing the situation, CM gave essential instructions to the concerned officials. And Delhi government has said it will implement the new guidelines of the union government regarding opening of standalone mobile cloth stationery shops in and around neighbourhoods. Shops in areas with corona infection will remain closed. No activity will be allowed in such areas of containment. Apart from this, shops in residential areas will be open, but the rules to maintain a safe distance will have to be strictly followed. According to guidelines of Ministry of Home Affairs, shops located in markets, malls in the capital will remain closed till the lockdown, that is May 3rd. Now, to meet the demand for masks amidst COVID-19, Sarpanch of Panchayat Dharmond in Ramban district of Jammu and Kashmir, Davinder Singh, distributed masks among villagers. He purchased 150-meter cloth. He stitched around 1,500 masks himself and distributed them to the villagers in his panchayat for free. The Sarpanch is also trying to educate others on how to avoid virus infection by distributing pamphlets in Hindi, Urdu and English. Let's get some update from the ground. Corona positive cases are on the rise in West Bengal in the city of Kolkata. In fact, Kolkata and Howrah account for more than 80% of corona positive cases in Bengal. The red zones in Kolkata are also increasing. My colleague Anirvato Bhattacharya brings us more.
Kolkata, the city of joy, is facing lockdown. We are indeed in the middle of the second phase lockdown, but a major cause of concern is that corona positive cases are on rise here in city Kolkata. It's not only Kolkata, but in the outer districts, Howrah and North 24 Pargana are also accounting to it. It is said that more than 80% of the corona positive cases are from Kolkata and Howrah. The government is taking all precautionary measures needed to tackle this menace. Now, state government also identified several red zones in Kolkata. Now it stands more than 145 red zone in Kolkata. And it's increasing. The government has made it mandatory to close the bazaar by 11:30 a.m. in the morning. And in several bazaars we have found the sanitization tunnel has been set up through which the people are entering into. It's certainly a vote measure that has been taken. It's indeed a cause of concern that corona positive cases are on rise here in city Kolkata. With cameraman Pradeep Ghosh and Pinak Rai, I am Anirvato Bhattacharya reporting for DD News from Kolkata.
Let's now tackle some misinformation. We now examine facts behind some of the information floating around, rumors during COVID-19 outbreak in the country. A web news portal had made claims that centre is likely to reduce the retirement age of central government employees to 50 years amidst the virus crisis. But the truth is that the claim made in this report is completely false. The centre is neither planning nor discussing any such move. So take note of that. PIB fact-check team is giving all such information. Another fake news, a WhatsApp forward claims government is going to bring in act to have 18% income deposited by all taxpayers. PIB fact-check team says no such move is being discussed by the government. This is a figment of imagination aimed at scaremongering. So please do not forward any such fake news. On to some international update. World Health Organization said that there was currently no evidence that people who have recovered from COVID-19 and have antibodies are protected from a second coronavirus infection. In a brief, the agency has warned governments against issuing any immunity passports or risk-free certificates to people who have been infected, as their immunity is not guaranteed. The practice could actually increase the risk of spreading coronavirus, as people who have recovered may ignore advice on taking precautions. Chile said last week it would begin handing out health passports to people who had developed antibodies to the virus. They could immediately rejoin the workforce. Meanwhile, WHO continues to review the evidence on antibody responses to COVID-19. And New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has said that the state will be conducting antibody tests for workers at 4 hospitals hit hardest by the virus pandemic. Antibody testing is a way of determining if a person has been infected by coronavirus, even if they hadn't shown symptoms. The state will also allow local pharmacies to begin collecting samples for diagnostic tests. Under a new executive order, Cuomo plans to grant independent pharmacies the authority to conduct such tests for COVID-19, collect samples. They'll be tested at labs off-site. This could add on additional 5,000 testing locations in New York itself. And UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson will be back at work on Monday after recovering from coronavirus. This comes the same day as the country reached 20,000 deaths related to the virus. Johnson has been recovering from coronavirus at home after spending some 3 nights in ICU in early April. The message remains stern, however, for Britain's residents to stay at home as the country continues to battle the outbreak. And in Italy, the police deployed their eyes in the sky to monitor citizens ignoring lockdown measures to contain the coronavirus outbreak. Videos shot from helicopters over Milan and Rome show virtually deserted cities with few people outdoors. The total fatalities in Italy now stands at over 26,300, second highest in the world after United States. The number of confirmed cases rose to over 1,95,000, the third highest global tally behind those of United States and Spain. And children in Spain walked and skated the streets of Madrid on Sunday after being confined to their homes for 6 weeks under coronavirus lockdown, accompanied by a parent and wearing masks. Children said staying home was getting boring and the feeling of fresh air on their faces felt good. From Sunday, kids were allowed 1 hour of supervised outdoor activity per day between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m., staying within 1 kilometer of their home while maintaining social distancing. The Kremlin Tower, clock bells and an occasional passing vehicle were the only sounds in an almost empty Moscow on Sunday as Russian capital approached the 5th week of coronavirus lockdown. Majority of shops and restaurants were closed with signs on their doors providing waiting dates for the opening. Russia has reported over 6,000 new cases of the virus on Sunday, pushing its national tally to nearly 81,000. And Singapore residents cheered and flashed lights from their apartments on Saturday evening to support medical workers, foreign migrants. The government's initiative, Sing Together Singapore, called for people to sing a patriotic song in unison together. People clapped while cheering the Corona warriors. Now, every person is dealing with the challenge of coronavirus. We know it's a hero. In Portugal, superheroes like Spider-Man, Batman, Flash and Thor are seen working on streets of Lisbon, from garbage collectors to delivery drivers. And the unsung heroes of Portugal's coronavirus lockdown were seen at work in superheroes' costume as part of an initiative campaign, Be Inspired, Take Care. With those inspiring visuals, we conclude this edition of Tracking COVID-19. Namaskar.